What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to do an update on the 90-gallon aquarium. At this point it's been looked at as the evil versus good tank or the dark side versus the light side, if you're into that kind of thing. So we've been working with this setup for a while, since October now. You'll see that in the sand of the decor later. But first we're going to touch base with the MARS Frag Swap corals I picked up. And everything's looking really good. I've got the pink hammer up front coming from Blue Line Coral, the yellow hammer from Midwest Aquaculture, and the torch coral from Coral Savers. Lots of extension, lots of good color, no receding, everything popped out day one. You've got the secondary torch from Coral Savers as well, a lot more of a neon green, which I'll try to pick up when the actinics are on. Everything was going fine and dandy until, of course, my light fell straight into the 90-gallon aquarium. I took a video of it, I sent it to a buddy of mine who was asking what my setup was, and I put the camera down and the light fell into the aquarium. So I don't know what's up with that, but at least I got some of the actinics before I ended up having the incident occur. So we'll try to swap out the light, we'll get something better or different on it. We'll see how that goes later on. The dwarf fuzzy lion that I also picked up from Mermaid's Cove, unfortunately, has been eaten. He was eaten by my sargassum angler, and I was not expecting that to be able to happen. My angler is about 3 inches at this point, maybe 3.5 at the very most, but he hasn't touched the 1.5-inch long Fu Manchu. So I was a little confused, but I guess it is what it is. I can't, there's nothing you can do about it. That's just how it works. So he's going to be moved. I don't know if he's going to go on the opposite side, but I'll figure that out later on. For now, he can sit inside this box and just be content that he ate my lionfish. The Fu Manchu from the Pet Solutions unboxing video, if you haven't seen that, I recommend you check it out. Adjusted and doing very well, still huge. It fits right in with the secondary as well as the wasp and the Entonata lion. But I've been looking for a large Fu Manchu for a while. I know I mentioned it in the unboxing video. I just haven't had the luck with good large Fu Manchu showing up. You normally have a lot of fin damage and a lot of bacterial problems, but bright, colorful, lots of good, I guess, attitude, always up front looking for food, of course, and I can't complain. I've got the Entonata lion in there with them, also from the same unboxing video, and some green hair algae. So I'm working with my chemistry. This tank is a work in progress. I got the cockatoo after some myces shrimp in the background, unfortunately, because he won't come to the front. But yeah, it all looks really good. I haven't had much for issues. You get a couple spots of ick that show up, but that's because of a fish on the other side. It's coming together smooth, but it's going to take some time to figure out all the pieces and get them right where I need to be. But for now, I really can't complain about anything. I am also rocking with the world record for 2014 most poisonous sea urchin, the flower sea urchin. This one's a new one to me. I'm not familiar with it. I haven't worked with it in the past, so I've tried different algae and whatnot to see how it'll react to that, but I haven't seen much of a response. It doesn't bother any of the coral, so I'm pretty pleased about that, but I can't say much right now. We're going to start off on the evil side with the devil scorpion fish. This guy is also from the Your Fish Store Pet Solutions unboxing video. So once again, take a look at that. If you're looking at how he showed up not being a sea goblin like he was supposed to be, very excited with my scorpions regardless. Even though it wasn't a sea goblin, he's got a lot more personality. Generally, you'll find them up front begging for food, as you do with this spotted scorpion fish. The two of them hang out regularly. Either they're sitting together up in the rockwork or they're sitting together up front. You'll notice that Big Haas up there is going to get pretty jealous of the fact that I'm sitting down talking with a spotted scorpion. So he'll keep on making his way up front. But if he thinks for a second that I'm feeding that spotted scorpion, he's definitely not going to miss out on a chance. Behind him, you can see that there's a bit of a little cave kind of built out behind the spotted scorpion. I've got the toadfish hiding in there. You won't see them in this video. They're just too out of view for me to be able to get a good shot of them, but the male and female are still there. Look at him making his way forward. The long spine urchins from the 90-gallon coral tank, I've had him forever. He's been around forever, so I don't know if I touch base with that much, but I've had that sea urchin for the last 3 years now, so definitely an old sea urchin. Probably oldest I think I've kept for sea urchins. I'm not really known for my sea urchins. But yeah, Scorpion fish, feeding on frozen already. Really happy with them. Pretty pleased with how they both have been growing and looking. The spadefish in the tank, which I haven't talked much about, I think is coming out. He's just too much activity and he deserves more room for what he's given. So other than that, the rest of the tank is coming together very well. Coral looks really good. The lionfish are all adjusting well. Either they're feeding on live or they're making their way over to frozen pretty quick. The angler is going to make itself a home somewhere other than the right side of the aquarium. I've got different colors as far as the sand goes. You can see the brown and the white on the right and what was supposed to be white and black on the left. We've got the sump underneath, which isn't anything spectacular. My bad on words. You got a 5-gallon sump down here. I have a little dinky protein skimmer, and which was given to me or gifted to me for free. It's only rated for 30 gallons, and honestly, it works pretty well. It's not taking care of the full 90 gallons, but it works for now. I got a Quiet Whisper pump as the return, bunch of live rock for my bacteria. We've got a bunch of filter flaws for my bacteria. I've got little micron sponges sitting up there that are supposed to be catching all my debris for me. I try to make it as flawless as I could with the little bit I'm working with. That includes throwing on a 36-watt UV sterilizer, which I've used on the previous 90-gallon coral tank with no issues or problems. But if you're going to get a skimmer or get a sterilizer, go big. 9 watts, 12 watts is just not enough power to take care of everything. But I do suffer from having disorganized electrical problems with all the equipment I'm using on the tank right now. But it definitely makes life a little bit easier, a little more reassuring that things are being cleaned up and taken care of. So the angler, we'll find out what his fate is next time. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with him yet, but he's big enough to go on the left side, I'm guessing. Everything else on this side, I don't plan on changing. I think it'll all stay the same positions and whatnot. The fish stock should stay this way. The left side, we'll see what I've got planned for that yet, but that's definitely another time. Otherwise, we'll stay tuned and keep you all updated. I will keep on putting these different parts out like this on the progress of this tank, but we have to look at the 40-gallon freshwater tank as well and the 150-gallon Richard tank at this point. So I have to be able to show more, but we're just working with the 90-gallon for this series. So I do have an expensive box in front of me here. We have a lot of things going on in this box, which I'll get to in the next video. So definitely stay tuned. A lot more to be able to come your way. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you all next time. Follow me on Instagram for more photos of the fishes, and take care.